Today I want to share with you an exercise that Rick does at the EMS Weekend. Early on in the weekend, he's going to ask the betrayed spouse to look at the unfaithful spouse and basically say something along these lines to the unfaithful spouse. It goes like this: I commit to not making any decisions until I know everything that there is to know and I've had adequate time to process the information. Could be a month, could be a couple of months, but there are no deal breakers this weekend. I commit to not making any decisions until I know everything and until I've had the proper amount of time and the proper expert help to sift through the rubble and process all of this information. I won't make any decisions until that point. It is an imperative part of recovery. What Rick basically shares more of is that there has to be a safe environment for the unfaithful spouse to come clean. Now, at that point, I know that some of you betrayed spouses say, here we go again. I have to make it safe enough for the unfaithful, and oh, poor unfaithful, and I've got, the onus is on me. Here we go again. I want to stab you, Samuel, because I hate what you're saying. I'm over-dramatizing it, but it's true. But here's the reality of it. Let me give you an example. There's a point where a betrayed spouse says, I need to know, did this happen? And then the unfaithful spouse says, well, yes, we did do X, Y, and Z. And then the betrayed spouse says, see, I knew it. I can't ever trust you again. I hate you. You boop, 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 and then storms out. And then the unfaithful spouse says, well, I'm never doing that again because I have a whole lot more to share, but I'm not going to share that again. What I'm saying to you is not that you as a betrayed spouse don't have the right, the freedom, or the liberty to react. You absolutely do. It's traumatizing. It's life-altering. It is having the rug of life ripped right out from underneath you. Reaction is normal. Reaction is understandable, but you can't make any decisions yet. You can't have any deal breakers because if you do, you are not creating a safe environment. You're not creating an appropriate environment where the unfaithful can feel the liberty to give you everything, and here's why. Number one, they probably want to do everything that they can to save the marriage, and that means they don't want to tell you the dark inner secrets of their life because they don't want you to know how dark the darkness is inside of them. Number two, they probably don't want to give you all the information because they have convinced themselves that if they do give you all the information, you're done, there's no way you're staying, there's no way you're going to give them another chance, so why share with you the dark secrets of what they've done? Number three, they feel like they don't want to hurt you more by giving you more information, so giving you more information is only going to hurt you, and so they think that they're actually being righteous by not telling you because why should they tell you and hurt you more? What they don't understand is they are creating another issue of control. They're controlling what things look like. They're controlling the flow of information. They're preventing you the opportunity to process, to forgive, to understand what's happened. They're preventing you the opportunity to be in charge of your own decisions. Rick actually will say you cannot do the gun to the head disclosure, which is basically, did you have sex with her in that hotel? Tell me, tell me, tell me. Yes, boom. Never going to give you a chance. We're done. Forget it. It's over, forget it. No, you cannot do that. And here's why. Because that doesn't make the unfaithful want to give you information. That doesn't make the unfaithful want to come clean because they don't feel it's safe enough to disclose without you making a decision right then and there. And quite honestly, anytime there is disclosure, emotions run high. It's traumatizing. It has the ability to launch you into a flooded state of mind where you really can't make appropriate decisions. And you don't always have the luxury of having a professional right there by your side who's a trauma expert to help you slowly but surely process through what you've just heard in a way that is safe. It's oftentimes that the betrayed spouse will say, well, you know what? That's too much to ask for. They just need to give it to me, and that's just the way it needs to be. And if they can't give it to me, then you know what? Screw them. I got to tell you, it's not a productive way of doing disclosure, and it's not a productive way of handling recovery, and you probably need to hold off before you do disclosure. The reason why Rick or one of our other therapists will tell you not to make any decisions is because you really need adequate time to process, to maybe ask secondary questions, to really be able to just wrap your mind around the enormity of your spouse's behavior. And that does take a period of time that could be several months sometimes. But if you're getting the right help, you have someone who can lock arms with you, talk with you, help you process it, and then as you're processing, you're also simultaneously watching the unfaithful spouse's behavior. How are they carrying themselves? What help are they getting? What work are they doing to absorb what they have done to you and what they have done to themselves? So it's a process that you are both walking through. But I want to encourage you, find a safe way to do disclosure. If your unfaithful spouse is holding back information, maybe you need to have this conversation with them and say, there are no deal breakers until I've had adequate time to process the information that you need to give me.